Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we tear through the source material so you can be instantly well-informed. Today, we are plunging deep into the heart of Krynn's greatest conflict, the final, desperate, and deeply personal hours of the Dragon Highlord War.
That's right. Our mission really is to track the dramatic sacrifices, the complex moral compromises made by, well, heroes and villains alike during this climactic push against the Queen of Darkness.
Okay, so where are we focused? The sources paint a picture of chaos across the continent.
They do, but this final stage really boils down to a synchronized series of crises across 3 critical locations. Think of it like a strategic triangle.
A triangle.
Yeah, you've got the beleaguered free city of Kalaman, then the ancient sort of cursed power center of Palenthus, great library, Tower of High Sorcery.
Right, the big magical hub.
Exactly, and the grim centerpiece, the enemy's heart. The colossal dark temple in Naraka. Everything converges there.
And the conflict itself feels split too, doesn't it? It's not just armies clashing.
Not at all. You've got 2 main intertwined conflicts happening simultaneously. First, the sort of high-stakes military struggle, that's Laurana, the Golden General, up against Kitiara and High Lord Ariaka's. Big battles, strategy, armies.
And the second?
The second is much more personal. It's this chaotic, spiritual, emotional war involving Tanis Half-Elven, the warrior Caramon, and the terrifyingly powerful mage Raistlin.
And that whole thread seems to hang on one person.
Entirely. It all hinges on this afflicted man, Barham, the Everman. Understanding how his fate intersects with Laurana's military campaign, that's the key to the whole endgame.
Okay, let's start with the military side then. The Knights of Salami are in a bad way.
Oh, decimated is the word. I mean, just look at the losses. Derek Crownguard, Alfred Markennin, Sternbright Blade Sacrifice. Devastating.
So Grandmaster Gundharith Wistan has basically got nothing left but the lowest ranks, the Knights of the Crown.
Pretty much. And what does he do? He hands command to an elf princess, Laurana. A huge gamble.
But it pays off, right?
Right.
The sources show she's brilliant.
Immediately. She earns that nickname, Golden General. Incredibly fast. Morale skyrockets. People actually start to believe they can win again. You can feel that shift in the narrative.
Which leads to that big celebration in Kalaman, the Spring Dawning Festival. But victory celebrations can be dangerous.
Overconfidence is always a risk. And if you're Kitiara, you see that celebration, that surge of hope, and you think, trap.
So Kitiara feigns a retreat.
Exactly. Her forces didn't really run. They just melted away southward, gathered in this hidden valley. Kalaman was the lure. Kitiara's objective wasn't military. It was political capture of the Golden General.
How does she manage that? Laurana's no fool.
Leverage. Pure and simple. Kitiara arranges an exchange, the captured High Lord Bakaris for Laurana. Laurana walks into it willingly, believing she's saving lives.
Then Kitiara sets up her HQ somewhere truly chilling.
Dargard Keep.
Yeah!
Infamous doesn't even begin to cover it. It's the home of Lord South, the Death Knight.
The Knight of the Black Rose, whose touch is supposed to be lethal. Is setting up shop there a power move or just insane arrogance from Kitiara?
Probably a bit of both. It definitely speaks to her connection to darkness, her need for that kind of terrifying authority. Soth is Takhisis' most feared servant, arguably. Operating from his keep sends a clear message.
And from there, the final military threat escalates.
Massively. Kitiara plans her march on Kalaman, but the real terror weapon comes from High Lord Ariaka's, the flying citadels.
Okay, we have to talk about these. They aren't just ships. The descriptions are apocalyptic.
They really are. Castles ripped from the ground, floating on storm clouds, raining fire. It's psychological warfare perfected.
How do you even fight that?
You don't. That's the point. It demands instant capitulation. So, as Kalaman faces this existential threat and Laurana is captured, the story suddenly pivots.
Right, it jumps to the other companions, Tanis, Goldmoon, Riverwind, and this Barham guy. Their journey seems completely unrelated at first.
It feels that way, yeah. They're on the Paracon, and Barham's erratic behavior drives them straight into the maelstrom in the Blood Sea of Istar.
The Blood Sea side of the Cataclysm.
Exactly. They should be dead, but they get rescued by sea elves, Apoletta, and a red-robed mage, Zebula. And where do they end up? In the ruins of the sunken city of Istar.
Istar, the king-priest city. There's symbolism layered on symbolism here.
Absolutely. Istar represents that excessive good that led to ruin. Its sunken state is a constant reminder of imbalance, and it's down there, in those ruins, that Barham's secret finally starts to unravel.
The Everman. He's died multiple times, can't find rest, And it's all about that green gem in his chest.
That gemstone is the key. Takhisis needs it. And his backstory, which we learn later in Godchome, explains why. It's absolutely tragic.
He was hunting with his sister, Jasla.
Yeah. Found an old path, a scorched clearing, a broken column with jewels. Barham, in a moment of pure greed, tries to pry out the green gem.
Jasla tries to stop him.
He shoves her, just reacts, and she falls, hits her head on the column, dies right there. Her blood stains the jewels.
And that single personal tragedy
Becomes the cosmic anchor. Jasla's spirit gets tied to that spot, to those jewels. And because of her presence, her sacrifice, Takhisis can't fully enter the world. One grieving spirit holds back a goddess.
Wow. So Barham's curse isn't just immortality, it's this immense guilt, and he's the living wedge, keeping the Dark Queen at bay.
Precisely. He has to return to Naraka, to that spot, to find peace, to end his torment. So the group follows him, guided by the bizarre old man Fizban.
And those complaining brass dragons, a little comic relief needed there.
Definitely. But even as they head towards the enemy stronghold, the personal drama is ratcheting up, especially between the twins.
Raistlin and Caramon. Their relationship just implodes.
Completely. Caramon, remember, was told by Parsalian he was vital to Raistlin's survival. He even pushed Tika away for this. He committed everything to protecting his brother.
Only for Raistlin to basically say, get lost.
Worse than that. Raistlin achieves his ultimate ambition fusing with the ancient mage Fistantilis. He gains immense power over time itself. He's beyond needing his brother's protection, or, seemingly, his love.
I need you no longer. Chilling words.
Utterly devastating for Caramon. Raistlin isn't just powerful now. He's operating on a completely different plane of existence. He vanishes, off on his own path, leaving Caramon shattered, but still determined to follow.
So with Raistlin gone rogue, Tanis has to step up in Naraka. His infiltration plan is, well, insane.
It's pure desperation. Dragon army armor, riding in bold as brass, pretending he's working for Kitiara, bringing in his friends as prisoners.
A huge bluff.
A brilliant one, though. He lies straight to Kitiara's face, and it works, temporarily. Caramon, Tika, Tas are taken to the dungeons. It gets them out of the immediate firing line of the Highlords Assembly.
Right, the Hall of Audience. That's where the main event is happening. Ariakis is there, wearing the crown of power.
And the source material is explicit. Whoever wears the crown rules. It's the symbol and source of his absolute authority over the dragon armies. Centralized command.
Then Kitiara makes her grand entrance with Laurana.
Presents her prize to the queen. Imagine Tanis watching this, his captured love being paraded. The tension must be unbearable.
Which leads to his move. It's incredibly dramatic.
He doesn't hesitate. As Kitiara turns, Tanis lunges and stabs Ariakis. But it's not just him. There's this flash, unseen magical force, like lightning.
Who caused that? Was it Raistlin? Fizban?
The sources leave it ambiguous, but something aids him. Tanis falls, but Ariakis is mortally wounded, dies calling for Takhisis. And crucially, the crown of power is now loose. Tanis grabs it. Chaos erupts. Command is shattered.
But the real key isn't the crown, is it? It's downstairs.
Exactly. While the Highlords are in disarray, Raistlin appears to Caramon in the dungeons, and he reveals the actual path to victory. All the battles, the capture, the assassination, secondary.
It all comes back to Barham.
Always, Raistlin explains. Barham has to willingly go to the foundation stone, the column where Jasla died, now deep within the temple. He has to touch the jewels.
To release Jasla's spirit.
Yes, an act of acceptance, of penance. That frees her, removes the wedge holding Takhisis back. But there's a catch.
The temple itself.
Yeah.
It's the corrupted temple of Istor, isn't it?
It is. And freeing Jasla, correcting that ancient wrong, will cause the corrupted temple to basically unmake itself. It collapses.
So Barham's final act is one of atonement and self-sacrifice.
Driven by centuries of guilt, he runs towards the glowing jewels. The sources describe the temple splitting, writhing, returning to its original form. Takhisis appears blinding, terrifying, multicolored.
But the collapse continues.
It does. The central dome splits open and she's banished, dragged back to the abyss. The war ends not with a bang, but with, well, a spiritual catharsis triggered by one man's regret.
The aftermath, though, still costs. Flint.
Ah, Flint. After all that running, the chase through Naraka, his old heart just gives out in Godchome. It bursts, as the text says. So sad.
But then Fizban steps in.
And reveals himself as Paladine, the highest god of good. He promises to walk with Flint on his final journey. It's a beautiful, poignant moment of divine compassion.
And Tanis and Laurana, they finally talk.
They do. And Laurana throws away the old ring Tanis gave her. calls their old love petty. But she affirms a new love, something real, forged in the darkness and fire they just endured. It's about growth.
Which mirrors the cosmic resolution in a way.
Absolutely. The broken pieces of the temple fly into the sky and become the missing constellations again. Paladine, the valiant warrior, and Takhisis, the queen of darkness, back in their eternal dance.
Circling Gillian, the scales of balance.
And that's the ultimate point Fizban, or maybe Astinus, the historian, makes. Good didn't win, balance was restored.
Because too much good, like the king priest's time, leads to its own kind of tyranny and disaster.
Exactly. It creates intolerance, invites catastrophe. The pendulum has to swing. Krynn needs both light and dark in balance to survive. It's a tough lesson.
And while balance is restored, one figure walks away seemingly triumphant on his own terms. Raistlin.
Master of past and present now, fused with Fistandantilus. He just walks unseen into Palanthas and enters the cursed tower of high sorcery, fulfilling his own prophecy, setting up his next, even bigger gamble.
So looking back at these final hours, the complexity is just staggering.
It really is. Personal anguish, Baram's guilt, Caramon's devotion, Lorana's growth directly driving cosmic events, the fall of the temple, the banishment of the queen. It wasn't decided by armies, but by the heart.
It challenges everything we think about heroism, doesn't it? If the story's ultimate message, drawn from the sources, is that too much good, aiming for perfect virtue like the king priest, actually causes imbalance and disaster, what does that tell us?
Well, that's the provocative question it leaves you with, isn't it? Should we strive for perfect virtue, knowing it might destabilize everything? Or is the wiser path, the path to stability, simply ensuring that light and darkness remain, well, equally matched? Is parity the true goal, not victory?
Something to definitely think about long after this deep dive. The balance is the battle.